Today's world is not the world our children will inherit, for it is changing faster than ever before. We help students prepare for a future that is indefinable. Because we believe an education must go beyond books, bricks and mortar, we're creating the best schools in the world, so our students graduate world-wise.
Welcome to the Winter Equestrian Festival. Every year, Wellington Regional Medical Center proudly celebrates the return of the equestrian season to our community. We're honored to once again be the official emergency medical center of the 2025-2026 Winter Equestrian Festival. For more than 40 years, Wellington Regional Medical Center has delivered exceptional care to Palm Beach County residents. Guided by our high reliability journey, we put safety first in everything we do. Excellence isn't just our goal, it's how we treat our patients and each other every day. Through advanced technology, expanded services, and compassionate care, we remain committed to providing care you can count on. We're looking forward to another great season.
It's a lot to take care of something as cool as a horse. So 3-day eventing is like a triathlon for horses. I'm counting the rhythm of the horse. If I move my seat in a certain way, they know the signals. We do ask a lot of them physically. I love to stand my horses in ice water. It makes all the blood move while taking inflammation out.
And just 5 minutes away from our Defiant Whisky 4-star 150 class here through this morning. $32,000 class here with 36 combinations to go over the course. Peter Grant of Canada heading up the 4-star sections here this week and sees them over 12 numbered fences in all. The last fence down towards the in-gate. They head towards that at the Bainbridge fence to complete. It takes them through 12 numbered fences and all, doubles coming at 9, 11 and 6. And starting over near the Modon International Club, fence 1 there, the black and white to start them off. From there to the Peacocks, to the Oxford at 2, turn back in front of the jury box, to the plank at the Stones at fence 3, then a related distance up to the Florida Coast Equipment fence at 4. From there is to the vertical at 5 in the burgundy and white, and to the Modon double game back towards the in-gate end of the arena at 6A, 6B. NetJets fence are presenting sponsor of the Grand Prix this week at fence 7, and 8 sees us at the Lighthouses then passing across the arena, and then to 9A and B to the Horseshoes at the double, and then back to the Winter Equestrian Festival fence at fence 10. The rainbow-coloured poles to then the Japanese Fan Oxa at 11A and B, and finally the Bainbridge fence to complete. Time allowed of 83 seconds around the track, and 36 combinations coming forward in this $32,000 speed class. So one round of competition. Essentially, fastest the clears will be our winner, just a few moments away. And again, it brings forward a high standing of riders coming up into our class as well. All part of our NetJets 4-star week as 2, and a little later on into the Florida Coast Equipment 2-star classes as well today on this Speedy Fast Friday of the NetJets week. Underway at 10, so just around 3 minutes until our first. And coming up, our Defiant Whisky sponsor class, Blue Ridge Distilling's Defiant Whisky is crafted in North Carolina and is known for its unique distillation process. Using a combination of malted barley and other grains, it features a distinctive flavor profile with notes of caramel, vanilla, and a hint of spice as well. The whisky is also recognized for its smooth finish and innovative approach to aging as 2. And be sure to stop by their bars where you can get Defiant Whisky served neat on ice or in the signature cocktails as well. Our presenting sponsor today of our 4-star speed class. First in the ring and set to go is Cian O'Connor as our first of the lineup of 36 in all. And Cian riding Pat Green's Chalatin UPS, the gelding by Diablo Blanco for one of Ireland's best, Cian O'Connor.
0 for jumping. It is 1 on the clock for Cian O'Connor. And Chateau de Nupias at 83.79.
Take us to our next Ireland and London Grand Prix winner in December. Tom Watchman now, the Irishman for the Coolmore show jumping. This the stallion by Thunder van der Zut over his Tabasco to Toxaldia Z for Tom Watchman.
Again, with the penalty on the clock, this time for Ireland's Tom Watchman and Coolmore show jumping's Tabasco to Dosandria, 83.94, score of 1.
Canadian Olympia now, Erin Ballard, and Erin riding for L'Enfeda, and this time it'll be the stallion by Dale Sanat, is De Fleur de Third, Z Santa Rosa.
It's a score of 8 for Canada's Erin Ballard with De Fleur 111 is Santa Rosa, 78.10 the time.
Brazil's Stephanie Macieira now, and for the Bon Chance Farm, this the mare by Tangelo is now the 11-year-old Toulouse event of Prinsenval Z for Stephanie Macieira of Brazil.
First clear round, it comes from Brazil, says Stephanie Machero with Toulouse, Vene Prinsenveld Z, 74.47. Early time to beat for our Defiant Whisky meter 50.
Starts us into a new leading combination with the clear, Stephanie Machero, and so on to our fifth of the 36 in total in this $32,000 Defiant Whisky 4-star. And it's Canada's Gavin Moylan now. Gavin running for Priscilla Denege, and this is the Holsteiner gelding by Action Breaker, is Anton, a 6'9".
16 jumping, 1 on the clock at 83.53 for Gavin Moylan and Anton at 8.69, total of 17.
Stephanie Machero setting the pace so far at 74.47. Now to Germany, the Olympic champion and Rolex twice Grand Prix winner here is Christian Kuckuck. Christian with the Armitage Boys side mare. This is the French-bred Fantasia de Vie for Christian Kuckuck of Germany.
Just a knockdown 11A for Christian Kuckuck and Fantasia on a time of 68.57. Best time so far coming in from the German, but a knockdown at the double combination at 11.
Very good shot, and staying with Germany now to the European champion, winning the title in Spain last year, and another former winner of the Rolex Grand Prix here too. Richard Vogel to go now, and he rides the Holsteiner Gelding by Chin Champ. Is con quality for Richard Vogel of Germany.
$69.35, just the 4 for Richard Vogel. And con quality into 5th place for the German rider. Stephanie Mashera leads through the first 7 with her only clear round at 74.47. Kian O'Connor and Tom Watchman both on single time fought 2nd and 3rd respectively.
Brazil ahead so far, and Brazil once again now for the Olympic champion of Athens, and also riders won the President's Cup here in the US too. Rodrigo Pessoa now for the Artemis Equestrian Farm of here in Wellington too. This is Comil Foe side mare, Corey 9.
$66.69 on the 4 faults for Rodrigo Pessoa. 11A coming down again for the Brazilian and Corey 9.
Egypt now, and another former Grand Prix winner here in Wellington last season, topping with ESI Ali. Now Nasa, now the Egyptian Olympian, with the Evergate Stables mare by Karambol is Christlyn van den Bosrand set.
Just the blanket number 3 for Nellisar with Chris Lindvend and Balsrund Z, the time 76.01 with the score of 4.
US Olympic medalist Jessica Springsteen now for the Stonehill Farm of Los Angeles. The riders won Grand Prix around the world, including Brussels and Saint-Tropez. This is the Cardento sidemare Naomi for Jessica Springsteen.
Front rail down to that final fence. Had the time at 65.79, but catching the front rail there at the Bainbridge Oxford at number 12 for Jessica Springsteen and Naomi Venet Kaisershof.
Now to Stella Wassman. Stella kicking off this season with a win here in the 3-star classes as well, and last week in Ocala too. And Stella with her own Mallorca is the Hanoverian mare for Stella Wassman.
$66.17. And the knockdown number 12 for at the Bainbridge Oxford for Stella Wasserman and her own Mallorca.
Second right now for Ireland's Cian O'Connor, winner here in Florida last season, including a World Cup win. And Cian with this ride this time of Pat Green's Kentucky TN is the stallion by Verdi for a second ride for Ireland's Cian O'Connor.
Yeah, Kean O'Connor finishing up on his second Mount Kentucky TN, owned by Pat Crean. It's a total of 10 for the Irishman. The knockdowns at 7 and 8, 2 on the clock with the time of 84.64.
Another rider who's won multi-five-star Grand Prix here in Wellington before now, and Israeli Olympian Daniel Blumen next. Daniel with the mare by Ganix is Reveline de Quackenbeek for Daniel Blumen.
Score of 8 with the knockdowns at 8 and 12 for Israel's Daniel Blumen with Rabeline van der Quackenbeek.
Still, Stephanie Maciero of Brazil leading so far, 74.47. Seen several quicker, but with just dropping a pole, it is still a 0 that heads the field for Stephanie in Toulouse. Winner in yesterday's Adequate WEF Challenge Cup, it is Ireland's Bertram Allen to go now. Again, multi-winner of 5-star his in Wellington. And this time for the Oakland Training and Sales is 0K.
Clear out and into the lead for Bertram Allen with 0K, the time at 66.42 for the Irishman, the quicker of our 2 clears to this point in the Defiant Whisky meter 50. Brazil's Stephanie Maciero goes into second. Kean O'Connor on a single time, fought in third with Chateau Le PS.
Walking down with a second ride now is Ireland's Tom Washman. It is now Bertram Allen in the lead, looking for his second win of the week. Won the Adequate WEF Challenge Cup yesterday with 0K. Now heads up this Defiant Whisky Speed. Tom Washman now with his second ride for the Coolmore Show Jumping. This is a horsey road to wins in Le Ball in France and in Dublin last year too. This is the mare Hawaii for Tom Washman.
Knockdown number 3, the plank down for Tom Watchman on his second Mount Hawaii, time at 70.84.
First of 2 rides for Ireland's Jordan Coyle now, and Jordan riding for the Land Farm. This the stallion by Spartacus is Calcourt Particle.
That's a clear round into second place on a time of 69.83 for the Irishman Jordan Coyle, with the first of his 2 mounts in the Defiant Whisky Meter 50 of the Elan Farms at Calcourt Particle. Bertram Allen still leads. Jordan Coyle now in second. Stephanie Mashira in third.
Right, who's been part of the winning team for Team USA here in Wellington previous season 2 is Carly Ann. She that goes now. The US rider riding for Landfurder 2. And this the Irish bred mare is Mullentine Shalom.
.72 flat, score of 8 for Carly Anthony with Elon Furter's Mullentine Shalom.
Still Bertram Allen leading the Defiant Whisky 4-star here this morning. And 2 lady who's been a team rider and American Gold Cup winner, Molly Ashcawley now of the USA. There's the Lewisburg farm of Boston's Kimi Del Messet.
That's a clear round. Molly Ashcali on the Lewisburg Farms, Kimi del Monse. Time is 73.06. It goes into third for the Defiant Whisky Meter 50 standings. Yesterday's WEF winner, Bertram Allen, still leads it with 0K on a time of 66.42. Ireland's Jordan Coyle in second with the Elan Farms Calcorp Particle at 69.83. Molly Ashcali, Kimi del Monse, 73.06. Clear into third.
Taking us to France now, and now part of the world's top 10. Nina Malavey to go now, running for the Rain family with the Irish-bred mare, Mike Clementine. String of wins for her with this horse last season, from Aachen through to winning the U25 Grand Prix here as well on the shores here of Florida. Nina Malavey of France, Mike Clementine.
.41, and Nina Malavey on the clear round with Mike Clementine. That takes over fifth place. Bertram Allen, Jordan Coyle, Molly Ashcali, our top three. Brazil, Stephanie Machira, and French rider Nina Malavey rounding out that top five.
Canadian rider Erin Ballard now, and second ride for Erin in this class, and a young upcoming horse that was part of the Aachen Youngster Cup in Germany last year as well. This is a Landfedder's Chatterdell PS, is the stallion by Chacun Blue for Erin Ballard.
.68.35, the clear, or the four faults there with the knockdown coming at number 8, that Lighthouse Vertical for Erin Ballard at Chatterdell PS. With the 4, 68.35, currently in 11th for the Canadian with the Elan Furter owned entry.
US rider Ansgar Hodges Jr. to go now, and riding the combination for Good Einhaus once again. This is the mare Contibes, is the rider that rode this horse into several very good finishes. In fact, wins in Europe last season, including in Valkenswaard now on this 11-year-old mare for the now 20-year-old rider. It is Ansgar Hodges Jr. for the USA.
That'll go into second place for Ansgar Hodges Jr. and Good Einhaus Contibes, 67-14 for the U.S. rider on the fault-free effort. Bertram Allen holds the lead with 0K. Ansgar Hodges Jr. now in second. Ireland's Jordan Coyle Foster third.
US now, and another from the world's top 10 is Olympic gold medalist for the USA, McLean Ward now. And for a new ride for him at the middle part of last season, this one owned by Marta Maddox, and is the Dutch-bred gelding Lestro for McLean Ward.
Clear it is, and the USA's McLean Ward with Lestro van de Valkenborg, owned by Marta Maddox, goes into third place for the Defiant Whisky Meter 50. Bertram Allen, Ansgar Hodges Jr., McLean Ward are top three.
US rider Mimi Goshman now, and with the ride for the DG Sport Horses for a combination that were top three in the World Cup qualifier in Toronto last season. Mimi with the gelding Inclan BH for the USA.
A clear round for Mimi Gotchman with Enclin BH. Owned by DG Sport Horse LLC. And with the 11-year-old gelding, it goes into fourth for the U.S. rider, 69.32 that time.
Second ride now for another from the world's top 10 is Richard Vogel now of Germany. Rishi this time with the stallion by the Albert 2. And this is the Westphalian Abochaka NRW for Richard Vogel.
Now down at the Net Jets, Oxer and 11B down as well. 8 the score for Richard Vogel and Abochaka NRW. Time to beat still at 66.42, set by yesterday's WEF winner. Ireland's Bertram Allen with 0K. Ansgar Holtkers Jr. in second with Contib. And McLean Ward, Lestroven of Valkenborg in third.
Australian Olympian now, Tyser Owen next, and Tyser running for Mike Smith of Virginia. This is going to be the gelding by Emeralds. Is Hailey Shibi.
That's a clear round, 76.20 for Tysa Irwin with Michael Owindi Smith. Hielita B goes into 8th for the Australian.
Shane Sweetenham now of Ireland, and the world number 12 goes with the Sweet Oak Farms Balu H, the Westphalian 10-year-old now, the gelding by Balutelli for Ireland's Shane Sweetenham. Still Ireland leading with Bertram Allen and 0K ahead in this Defiant Whisky Speed.
Score of 9 knockdown circle and a time fought 83.37. The time there for Shane Sweeten and Mbalu-H.
Canada next, and Gavin Moylan now on to the next of his rides too. This one for the Gavin Moylan stables of Middleburg, Virginia. This is Memphis for Gavin Moylan.
Total of 11-8 for jumping through on the clock. Gavin Moylan and Memphis. The time at 85.57 with the Gavin Moylan stables entry. Bertram Allen still leads with 9 remaining on that time of 66.42. Ansgar Holtgård Jr. and second. McLean Ward in third.
Back to Germany and the Olympic champion once again in Christian Kuckuck, currently world number 3 and winner of the Netjets Grand Prix here last year. This horse from the Beerbaum stables is the mare by Tyson, Just Be Gentle.
$73.41. Clear round for Christian Kuckuck and Just Be Gentle, the German rider in the Beerbaum stables, entry into 7th in the standings for the Defiant Whisky meter 50.
USA's Lily Keenan, and Lily with a very strong start to the season in the Grand Prix, already into WEF 2026. And riding the horse today that she won the Youngster Cup at Aachen with last year. This is the Chancenet Farm of New York's Chagrin d'Amour for USA's Lily Keenan.
New third place combination, Lily Keenan and the Chancenet Farms Chagrin d'Amour. Clear round of 67.48 as Bertram Allen keeps the lead. Oscar Holkers Jr. into second. Lily Keenan takes over third with 7 remaining for the Defiant Whisky meter 50.
Columbia's Mark Blooming to go now for the SNL Farms of New York, and this is the mare that is SNL Hakinsa as our next to go for Mark, who has already been a winner here just last week here at WEF. Mark Blooming of Columbia.
Playing down at 3, and the roller at 12. 8 the score for Mark Blooming with SNL Quinza. Time 70.57.
Taking to another of the world's top 10 now, and former winner of the Netjets Grand Prix as well. Ben Mayer goes next, and Ben this time riding for Jane Clark of New York. This is Nighthawk.
That's a clear round, 68.97 the time, and it's good enough for fifth at this point for Great Britain's Ben Mayer, with a Nighthawk owned by Jane Forbes Clark, Bertram Allen, Oscar Holtger Jr., Lily Keenan, our top three, McLean Ward in fourth, Ben Mayer into fifth.
Second right now for Ireland's Jordan Coyle, and this time back with the Falkirk Farms for gold is the Holsteiner gelding by For Fashion for Jordan Coyle.
Two late knockdowns, 11-8 and 12 for Jordan Coyle with the Falkirk Farms for gold, 64.52 the time on a score of 8.
First of 4 left to go, and it's Gabriel de Manos Machado now for Brazil, riding for the Bay Winds of here in Wellington. This is standing by Comilfo is Commander HKZ for Gabriel de Manos Machado.
Three and 12 on a score of 8 for Brazil's Gabriel de Manos Machado. The two knockdowns for the Brazilian with Commander HKZ on a time of 71.62.
Three to go, and turning now to US rider Marilyn Little. Marilyn with the Game Day owns Heidi von Imhoff is the Holsteiner mare by Christian for Marilyn Little.
Clear round for Marilyn Little. Heidi von Imhoff hits into 8th place on a time of 71.77. And 8th, 2 remaining for the Defiant Whisky meter 50.
First of those two now is Nicolette Hirsch of the US, and Nicolette for the Chatwood Farms. This is the girlie by Chaco Blue. It's Chatu 7.
For fall 73.48 for Nicolette Hurt and the Chatwood Farms Chateau 7.
And final ride to go. In fact, it's his own time to try and beat. So he's certainly going to win this Defiant Whisky Speed. And he's at the top already on 66.42. The last to go is Bertram Allen once again, the Irishman, this time with the Aloga Stables Cadence.
.68.42, top 5 finish for Bertram Allen with the Carranza. The Irishman who took the top call in the WEF yesterday will be our winning rider for the Defiant Whisky meter 50 today, and will also finish 5th with Carranza. Bertram Allen, your winner with 0K. It's Ansgar Holtkers Jr. Contib, our second place combination. Lily Keenan and the Chansonet Farms Chagrin de Moore in 3rd. McLean Ward 4th for Marta Maddox with Lestro van de Valkenborg. In 5th, Bertram Allen and the Aloga Stables Carranza. Ben Mayer and the Jane Forbes Clark entry Nighthawk takes 6th. Mimi Gotchman 7th for DG Sport Horse with Inclin BH. And it's Ireland's Jordan Coyle and the Falkirk Farms Calcorp Particle. Correction, the Elan Farms Calcorp Particle in 8th. Today's 4-star meter 50 sponsored by Defiant Whisky. Blue Ridge Distilling Company's Defiant Whiskey is crafted in North Carolina and is known for its unique distillation process using a combination of malted barley and other grains. It features a distinctive flavor profile with notes of caramel, vanilla, and a hint of spice. The whiskey is also recognized for its smooth finish and innovative approach to aging. It has a loyal following among craft whiskey enthusiasts and those seeking a unique experience in the pantheon of spirits. Be sure to stop by our bars where you can get Defiant Whiskey served neat on ice or in one of our signature cocktails. Bringing back our winning rider, his second win in as many days in four-star action here in the International Ring. Congratulations to Ireland's Bertram Allen. Fifth award with the Aloga Stables Cadans, and the top call for Oakland Ventures with 0K on the time of 66.42. Hey, congratulations again to Bertram Allen, winning rider in the Adequan WEF Challenge yesterday, and 2 in the top 5 today, taking the top call with 0K, finishing 5th with Cadans.